together, and the last time I saw them, we put them into the wet lab in mirror biology. So they're up on a shelf in the wet lab. I guess there are 3 there now because Alex is using one.
I'm not using them. They're for everyone. No, which ones?
Well, I know, but one is currently on a new box in the incubator.
Oh, yes, Andre's using this. Sorry.
So somebody, not Alex.
And I'm murdering a couple bees right here, so
Oh
it's,
my god.
I know, it's my
I'm
bad.
gonna have to change the rating on this video.
I know, this is no good. Sometimes you'll get a couple, and it's unfortunate. Okay, so we'll smoke them again.
Do you have to put them back in their same order?
They don't have to go in the same order.
Yeah, it's when you're placing the frames back in though, brood, put it in the middle. So you're gonna have 10 frames here. Put them within the middle, 4 to, or 5 to 8, or 5 to 7, I guess that'd be good. 5, 6, 7. Maybe one of those 3 is a good place to place it back into.
Okay.
That's typically where you'll find brood. And if you put it over here, I'm not sure how the hive is going to interpret that, but probably it's not optimal.
So if we have a frame that we have captured emergent brood and infected them and whatever, then we can bring the frame back. There's still stuff left in it?
Yes, you can. As long as you know that they haven't been infected or anything to that degree. You can return bees that have emerged. I know, the smell's horrible. Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily mean bees, I mean just the comb.
Oh, the comb. Yeah, always return the comb. Yep.
So then what about the one that, so will we replace with
Yes.
a frame that's in here, and then when you bring it back, what do you do with
The one that has been built upon a little bit.
yeah.
See, that's a tricky thing. What you can do is you can find a colony that it has, you think is weak, and you can remove one of the top level frames and then replace it with that frame that's been built up a little bit. And then you can remove the one that has nothing on it, because some of the frames in some of the weaker colonies are going to have nothing on them. But then you're going to be opening up another colony and this or that. So sometimes maybe just take that frame that has a little bit built up on it, place it next to the colony, and then over the next week, bees in the area will eat off the wax and eat the honey.
Yeah, they probably won't have built up too much if it's not too long. If anybody wants to see grubs in the grub stage, this is actually just, some of these guys are just before they're going to start.
Yeah, those are probably...
It's a pretty fat guy right there. Lady, I mean.
One.
Maybe it'll also be a drone.
It's probably drone, honestly.
It's pretty big.
But yeah, it's like, it's definitely like the day before, 2 days. But yeah, they're beautiful. And yep, once you're done, you can start scooching back over the frames towards the middle, and you're gonna see you have all these bees here. And you can take your hive tool, sorry, not hive tool, you can take your brush and brush those back in. Since there's gonna be 2 of you, you can work together. And I just push these in, make sure they're decently tight. And also the last thing, we didn't find the queen today. Not the last thing, but one of them. You kill the queen.
It's bad news. It's not necessarily catastrophic. They can generate their own. If it's a strong colony, they can make another queen. But
It's still gonna take a while.
yeah, let's not do that if we can avoid it.
What do the queens look like?
Oh yeah, so that's another thing I was gonna ask.
We'll have to. I think it's best probably not to be shuffling through this and looking for the queen, as it's such a big colony.
I can send you guys some videos. And stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the queen. You'll see her much longer abdomen.
Yeah, that's really the only thing. Like size-wise, in terms of like how big her body is, it's not really much different. It's just that the length of the abdomen is longer.
Okay. But she's bigger than the drones, even?
No, she's not bigger than the drones.
Longer than them.
Drones have like big fat heads.
Yeah.
Queens just look like.
Yeah, we might be able to find a drone if you guys haven't seen one. Those are a lot easier to
Well, I
find.
accidentally
They might
got
be
a
hanging
drone
out
and
outside
I
some of these colonies.
was panicking for a second thinking I had taken a queen or something.
Yes.
It was
So
big.
you can identify the drones quite easily. Let's see if we can find one. They're probably just being lazy on the inside, doing nothing.
Yeah, they don't really do anything.
They stink. But yeah, as you can see, the bees are pretty happy.
Here's one.
There you go.
That one right there.
Which one? Let's see.
That big guy that's climbing.
No, it's just a big girl.
They look, they're so fuzzy.
Go and look real quick. You
They're
want to
like
see a
the
drone?
cutest.
They're very shy.
Okay, here's one here.
Oh.
See how much bigger he is?
bigger.
He's got big fat head, big eyes.
Yeah.
Because his only mission in life is to mate with the queen. That is it. And so he's got to have giant eyes to see the queen.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Overheating in there? I'm not sure. I have no idea, honestly.
Why did
They're-
the beard? We don't really know.
I do not know that.
Yeah, they're just all.
Sometimes they just like to hang out. Sometimes it's a sign that they're going to swarm. This is actually what it looks like when they swarm. So if the colony gets too big and they move to a new location, part of that process involves hanging out in a tree branch in a clump like that until they decide where they're going to go. But this is probably not what that is.
Alright, so once you're done, you can do some more smoking.
Because they're bearding over there too.
Yeah, now they're not doing it.
And this could be horrible, so...
They do this
hold your
when we
breath.
watch in the observation colonies. They often just hang out like that in big clumps.
Alright, and maybe you guys want to try to put this back on top.
Yeah, who wants to?
Two of you can do it. If one person grabs one side, there's this lip here. You can see how heavy this is. So
What do we do about all these?
those, you can smoke them a little bit. They might go back inside. Let's see.
Just brush them off.
You can brush them off. You can. Smoking should do something.
It's like a crimp. So how do
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't it horrible?
Can you like grab the bottom of it? Or?
I mean, you'll grab bees. You might want to grab like a ledge slightly.
So I guess like the key is to do this as fast as you can without.
Yeah, I took it very easy and slow today.
The
But-
faster you do this, the less of a problem these kinds of things are.
Can we smoke? So can you smoke here?
Oh, and also, when Heather says fast, also do things fast, but also slow at the same time.
Yeah, so gentle but fast.
Yeah.
It's a fine option.
Yeah, if you move around fast or you're ripping out these frames, the bees will get a lot more pissed than if you do it efficiently fast. You know,
Yeah,
just
you gotta do it gentle.
and there's on the sides also. You like the
Do any of you have pet cats?
yes. So,
Oh, okay. So
I thought that was a lid.
two little.
so there's one on this side also. So it's a little bit. It's definitely tricky. Alternatively, each of you could maybe grab one of these ledges and do it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't lift it up by the top. Obviously.
Okay, ready?
Oh, that is really heavy.
Yeah, I told you.
Are you
It's-
lifting?
If you-
I
yeah.
need to.
Do you need a third?
Here, let's scooch
Yeah,
it.
this is a bend.
It's best to troubleshoot now while everyone's here. That way you can figure out.
Yeah, I'll do this. And then I got it. Okay.
And you'll want to lift it up and just place it on as quickly as
Can we get
possible.
someone on this corner here?
Yeah.
She's cleaning up this.
Are you-
Sorry, I can just-
remember, the top you can't grab onto effectively.
Yeah.
The top will come off.
The bottom corner, yeah.
So you go like this, and now lift, 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 and try to gently just drop it. Okay, there you go. And like I said, there's casualties of war in this,
And those ladies that are on the side, most of them will find their way back.
and that was good. That was a nice. You put it on very nicely. And when you do this, make sure it's nice and tight on. Okay, you might see gaps.
Yeah.
Make sure that there's no gaps. Okay, so examine the sides and kind of make sure that you are not having any bees caught. So this one right here is just because it's broken. This is coming out, it's popping out, but it's good otherwise.
Do they fill that with
Sorry?
stuff?
Yeah, they'll fill that with propolis with time. Exactly. Okay, and the one thing we did not do is get a replacement frame. So we can go over and I'll show you guys where those are, and I'll show you where the crayons are in there. And I recommend marking both the replacement frame and the frame you take. Because
On the
that-
actual frame.
on the frame, because then the next time you come, you'll be like, okay, that was the frame that I put there, and then you can swap them out
Okay.
super fast and easy. Okay, and also, you know, like I said, take it slow. Sometimes you won't find the brood you need in a certain. You might not see brood enough of it in whatever this one, and so you'll have to go over to D or whatnot. So maybe not go to D. Maybe go to one a little bit further away because these guys might already be pissed off a little bit.
Well, you might see
But okay, we messed with E today. So you
Thank you.
there's a wind too intense.
It's useful.